Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is a video just to say, hey, the Highlands fishing expansion for Farming Simulator 25 is out now, available for you to download if you've already pre-ordered it and gotten your 10% discount on it, or if you have the season pass and it was included in that, or however you may have gotten it. It is available now for you to download. I'm also going to address in this video what this actually adds to the game, and I'm going to discuss if I think it's actually worth purchasing or not. It is fairly pricey, so it is $29.99 just to get the expansion. There's a couple ways to kind of save money with that. One, if you pre-ordered, you got 10% off, so that's not bad. A couple bucks off of that. $3 off, actually, to be specific, so not bad. If you buy the Highlands edition of the game, it's $49.99, which is actually a really good deal, considering if you bought the game itself just by itself, it's $50 as well. So you can get the Highlands Fishing Edition, which includes the Highlands Fishing expansion, as well as the game itself, Farming Simulator 25. That's a really good deal there. If you bought the Seasons Pass, you paid $45 for that, most likely, unless you got the Year 1 bundle, which we'll talk about in a second. And that included this expansion, as well as the other 3 DLCs this year, which is the Nexat Pack, the Mercedes-Benz pack, and the Plains and Prairies pack. So the Seasons Pass is $45, like I said, and that saves you 25% overall compared to buying the expansion and the 3 DLCs separately. So that's a really good deal there. Now, what also is still available, and the best deal, and I would actually recommend this if you're interested in all those other DLCs as well, is the Year 1 bundle. It's $80. I know that's a lot of money, but the game is normally $50. And then you also get all the expansions, everything like that. So if you bought everything separately, it'd be like $130. So you save quite a bit by buying the Year 1 bundle. And that includes the Seasons Pass, which again includes the 3 DLCs, plus the Year 1 expansion and the game itself. So depending on what you have, may depend on what you want to buy. And again, you can use the links down below to buy the PC versions of those. They're same prices for console. I believe they're same prices for console, I should say. There might be a touch more for console players. I don't play on console, so I'm not 100% sure. So I apologize if I'm wrong about that. But anyhow, in terms of pricing, that's what I got for you. You can order all those down below using code FarmerCop at checkout as well. It goes to help support the channel. And even if you don't use my code, use some creator's code. I mean, DJ Goham, you have Mr. Silly P, you have the Farm Sim guy. There's a lot of other options out there, so make sure you use someone's code because it doesn't cost you anything extra to use that, and you might as well support your favorite creator at the same time. And if you are playing on the Steam version of the game, I have confirmed this works because I'm actually playing on the Steam version right now. If you're playing on the Steam version of the game, you can't use a creator code to buy the game, but if you buy the Seasons Pass or any of the DLCs, you can buy those through Giant Software, and they will work with your Steam version of the game, and it's actually super easy. It doesn't really take any extra time to install or anything like that, so it works really well. But yes, $30 is a lot. I think $30 is kind of pushing it, to be honest with you. Even with everything in this pack, I think $30 is kind of pushing it for too expensive. I think if you buy either the edition of the game, the Highlands Fishing Edition, or you buy the Seasons Pass, then I think it's 100% worth it. I think if you got 25% off that price, which, what is that? That's $7.50 off of that price, about, if I'm doing the math correctly, so about 23 bucks. I think it's honestly worth 23 bucks. I think that that's a good deal for this. And I'll tell you why. There's a lot of different things happening. Right now, what you've been seeing on your screen, for one, is the new map that comes in this DLC or this expansion. It's the Scottish map. It's called Kinleg, which apparently I say wrong every time, which is fine. It has a beautiful steam train on it. There's water on it, beautiful scenery. I mean, it is just a beautiful map. It's probably the most beautiful map that Giants has ever made, is like a map that they've made. So I'm not saying most beautiful map ever that anyone's ever made. There's a lot of good modded maps out there, but I think this is the most beautiful Giants map that's ever come out. So that's one thing to think about there. In addition to that, there is a new crop type, which is onions, which we might actually be able to find some onions on this map here somewhere if we take a look here. But onions are a new crop. So we scroll down to the bottom, you have onions added on there. Oh yeah, we got some right over here in field 42. We go down over here. These onions right here, these don't look like onions to me. Where are we at? Field 42. Oh, I went past it. It's this one over here. Here we go. They're not looking too great with the weeds over here. But yes, you have onions, and that includes some new equipment and stuff like that. So you can harvest onions. And if you own the Highlands Fishing expansion, I know a question I'll get a lot is, can you do this stuff on other maps? Most of the things in the Highlands Fishing expansion will work on other maps. There's a couple things that don't, but onions, for one, if you have the Highlands Fishing expansion installed, you can grow onions now on any map, which is awesome. But if you're not excited about onions because they are a root crop, people don't care about root crops, there's also 13 new products. So there's a lot of different products you can create. Some of those are onions related, and some of those are actually fish related, because now in this version of the game, you can do some fish farming, which is absolutely fantastic. So if we go, actually, let's hop back over to the water here. There's some exciting stuff over here at the water. So if I go into build mode here, and we go to aquaculture, you have these wonderful massive fish farms which you can place out, and you can do some actual like legit fish farming. These, however, are not available on every map. You have to place these only on Kinlag, at least as of right now. They're planning to add it to every map soon. That'll be included. However, this guy right here, which is the young fish breeding, this will be available on every map, and so is this fish lake here. So you can still raise fish on every map. You just can't go out on the water to do it, because there's also a new thing added. Well, first, there's 28 new pieces of equipment, and 2 of those are actually boats. So we have 2 new boats here that you can use and drive around in the water, which they actually work like real boats and are pretty cool to drive around. That is something right now you can only do on the expansion map itself. So those are kind of the limits of what you have to do on this map. Everything else can pretty much be done on every other map, however, which is nice. And again, I mentioned all those new pieces of equipment. If we go down here, we have Can-Am as a new brand. There's 4 new brands that are added. We have a new Skoda piece of equipment. We have a lot of JCBs added, some New Holland, Deutz-Fahr. We have some Monosem, which is a new brand to the game as well. We have Vaderstad Bunning as a new brand. Agrispread, I believe that one might be. I don't think that one is, actually. I can't remember if that one's a new brand or not, but I believe there's 4 new brands. Some Damon equipment, Hilarious. There's all sorts of cool stuff in this. Some of this is specific to doing stuff with onions. For example, this guy is, but this guy also do potatoes as well. These are specific onion pieces of equipment. And then there is an onion planter up here that's very onion specific, this guy right here. But other than that, there's a lot of new equipment in it, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. So you can use all this stuff on every map if you would like to. Again, all this will work on every map, all this equipment, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and also too, another thing you can do on every map is you can actually go fishing. You can catch fish with a fishing rod like this one right here. I can go out, I can cast, and I can catch some fish. I'm not going to see anything because I have my my HUD turned off. But you can fish on any map, on any body of water. On this map, you can go out on a boat and fish off a boat. But any other map, any river, lake, anything like that you have on the map, all these bodies of water on any map will work for you to do some fishing, which is really cool. And on top of that, there's still more to this pack. If we go in the build mode, yes, I showed you these guys, which this one doesn't work on every map. But if you go down here, there's a ton of new buildings down here that are all Highlands fishing related. Some of them are pretty cool. Some of them are just sheds, stuff like that. But yeah, there are 57 new buildings. On top of the 57 new buildings, there's a bunch of new fences that are added. There's a bunch of new decorations that are added. There's just so much stuff that is added in this pack. I honestly think that's where it kind of pushes me, where I'm like, yeah, I think I would spend about $23 to $25 on this. So I would think it's absolutely worth it if you don't pay full price for it. That's what I would say. That's my honest opinion. You guys can obviously disagree. If it's not for you and you're looking at this and you're thinking, yeah, I'm not really interested in fishing and I'm not really interested in onions and yeah. Oh, in addition to that too, I also almost forgot. There's Highland cows as well, which are also added in here too, which I think I have some over here if you wanted to see those. We'll show those off because they're pretty cute. Almost forgot about those guys, but those guys are added in here as well. A new animal type. Right over here. So yeah, you have the Highlands cows, which are right over here, which essentially they just are like beef cattle in terms of their function. So not like a new game feature really, but you can raise some Highland cows if you wanted to. Yeah, so again, if you buy either the Highlands edition or you buy the season's pass or the year 1 bundle, I think that you get a good enough deal on this that this is absolutely worth it. I don't think personally it's worth $30. I think that's a bit much. I think $30 is a little too much. I think for what you could get for $30, I wouldn't pay full price for this. That's just my opinion. Some of you guys can obviously disagree, but I would say if you can get it, if you either pre-ordered it and got a little bit of a discount or did something, I think that would be much more worthwhile for you, or if you bought it as part of the season's pass. But anyhow, it's still an absolutely beautiful map, a great pack. I think Giants really did a good job on it, and that's my opinion of whether or not it's worth buying and what you should pay for it. So there you go. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bells so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.